ever have those days when you did everything but the result is not how you want it to be? So there's a construction near my home, and I was getting a little irritated that all the changing how you think about it is not working anymore. I had to change my environment and get out of the house. Luckily, I found this cafe near the train station.
Mm, my one of my philosophy was if there's something that you're not happy about, you have the free will to change it. So I don't want to be the hypocrite who don't practice what I preach. Having or controlling what I think about the situation is not helping me already. So next thing that you have to do is to change the environment that you have. I want to share with you this story that happened the night before. Okay, I was in an online meeting with my ex-classmates and this teacher, yeah, she kind of like pissed me off because she didn't follow the agenda that I prepared because I was the one whom they asked a favor to create a program, to invite my classmates. So it was my responsibility. I prepared something for them. I didn't miss any of their instructions. But what happened was she kind of sabotaged the meeting that I organized, and wow, like I was so upset about it because not only did she sabotage, she did not observe the right online meeting etiquette. And I'm not blaming the whole thing, the whole situation towards her. I'm not telling that it's all her fault that this happened, but the meeting lost its main purpose. Yeah, so I think that's how I should define it. But I think it's also because there was no etiquette when it comes to arranging these online meetings. I've learned it from a club, a speech club, Toastmasters, if you've heard about it. So we have this agenda going on, we have this schedule, and we're used to running things within the given schedule, within the given time, and everyone's given the chance to speak. But last night was, wow, it was such a disaster. So I guess there wasn't any etiquette published out there that that's supposed to help those people who are struggling or just trying to adapt or in the midst of adapting into getting into virtual events. So I think in this video I would like to share with you some pointers when it comes to organizing online events. Okay, point number one, you should mute yourself when you're not speaking. So check your settings even before the start of the event. Okay, you have to familiarize yourself with the features, with the buttons of the app you are going for, whether that's Zoom, Google Hangout, Facebook Rooms. You have to familiarize yourself. Time is pretty much limited when you go into online meetings, same as physical meetings. And for everyone to be productive, you don't want to have any technical issues at all. So before going to the meeting, make sure you familiarize yourself with the features. You know that your microphone is working, you know that your camera is working, the angle. Okay, so that's point number one. Familiarize yourself with the features and mute yourself when you're not speaking at all, because that sounds impolite, okay, in the virtual world. All right, so point number two is that make sure that you have an agenda ready when you are the moderator of the online meeting. So this agenda, it has to be distributed to all the parties involved, preferably beforehand, but if not, make sure to point it out in the beginning of your online meeting. So make sure that you have the agenda. You can also make a poster, create a poster with the agenda that can easily be read. Okay, so maybe you can share your screen in the beginning of your meeting. So while you're explaining it, the participants can also read through the agenda, like what should they expect in this meeting. Okay, so point number three, if you think you want to say something, okay, if you want to say something out of the blue or in the middle of your discussion, try to raise your hand before speaking up, don't just unmute yourself and start talking. Or you can call the attention of the different speaker. Maybe you can send him or her a personal message, a private message, or put it in the group chat. I think it's also something what the moderator can raise a point on the earlier stage. I think those are just some of the basic etiquettes when it comes to organizing online event, an online meeting, or whatsoever. So yeah, I hope that helps. So for today, I'm going to write the final labels for our essential oils and coffee products. So there you go. Ayan, so good morning. So actually it's already afternoon. I am going to the office today, and so of course I dressed up something smart casual, pero hindi ko maisip kung ano ba yung dapat na maging shoes ko. I cannot choose because I'm going to carry a dark blue-ish bag. So I don't think I have something that fits me. So there, I chose a white sandals. Kahit pa dark ang ating bag, it's alright because it's summertime naman dito sa Hong Kong. So after what seems like a million years, oh my god, it's raining. I'm going back to the office. So we're now in the comfort of our home, and it feels good to be back here, especially when there's a raging typhoon outside. I believe the Hong Kong government will hoist typhoon level number 8 later on. So it's already pretty windy outside. It's not advisable to be outside at all. Well, it's for the first time in months, I decided to work in the office, and well, look where we are right now. It's as if okay, we're not. It's not recommended to go out at all. But I did spend half of the day in the office, and it's just to have a different kind of environment, to have a different feel, different ambience compared to working in cafes or working here at home. I would say with the experiment I did, compared to working from home or working in the cafes, it feels more stressful. I don't know why. Maybe because there are people working around me who's in the same industry as me, who knows me, and I feel that there's a pressure somewhere for me to, I have to think about the voice levels or what I have to say on the phone, because I know that there will be people listening to the conversation. I also felt that stress or that tense situation wherein okay, I'm not used to working in the office anymore, and so it felt different. It felt weird. For the first time in a long time, I felt like, oh, okay, where should we start? What should I do next? I've never felt that in a long time. When I was working at home, I have always
know, or I have always knew what's the next thing I'm going to do. Um, because I'm handling several businesses, and so it's so easy to be transitioning from one business to another, blah blah blah, compared to, okay, working in this office where you have this travel industry office. You're supposed to be only doing that work, right? So when you're already done with that travel stuff, I was thinking, okay, what should I do next? I know there should be something else that I need to do, but I was just not really in the mood. I was not in the right momentum. Yeah, that's the right word. I was not in the right momentum to be working today. Perhaps it was the hormone. I think the time of the month will soon come, and I was feeling a little bit irritated. I had some bad dreams last night. You, you know, I was walking using these uncomfortable shoes. You know, these office shoes, which I haven't worn for a long time. Because usually when I go out, I would just wear my most comfortable walking shoes ever. Um, yeah, and I've also got this shoulder bag because, of course, when you work in the office, you have to go smart casual, right? You don't just choose your normal shorts and shirt, and that's what I've been wearing for the past several months that we're stuck, you know, as to working from home. Yeah, that's how it felt like. It's a different kind of, I learned from this experiment. That's what I would want to say. I am learning with the style or the working style that I prefer in the future. Because before I was working full time in the office, and I was thinking, okay, maybe it would be better for me if I would be traveling around, having different kind of environment, and maybe that would make me feel more relaxed, more inspired, because 50% of my business comes from the creativity business. So yeah, so that's what it felt like. But the office setting with other colleagues, yeah, that was different for me. I didn't feel that comfortable, um, because there's stress present. So, yeah, I think that's something new that I've learned about myself today. So, yeah. As you can see, my hair is wet because it rained outside, and then I got wet. And then, I easily catch a cold when if I got wet from the rain and if I don't showered right away. I don't know. I have this tendency to believe that stuff. So resting for a bit, and then now it's 7 p.m. I still have other stuff to do with 8 letters. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, good morning. I'm with my parents. And we're going to have breakfast outside. Kahit umuulan, kahit bumabagyo, it's typhoon number 8. Ang lakas ng hangin kagabi, and sobrang well, oh, 9? Oh, nag-typhoon number 9 daw. Usually yun yung pinaka-highest level ng typhoon. So it was such a windy night, yung mga pintuan bumabagsak bigla-bigla. So, let's go for breakfast! Ayan, actually parang nag-die down naman na. Hindi snail. Nag-die down na yung typhoon. So, wala nang wind. Wala nang strong winds. I think lumipas na siya. Pero it's so wet in here. Okay, kasi maximum 2 people in one table. So, solo table ako today. Outside. Hey, breakfast! Finally! Ayusin natin. There you go. So we've got this fish fillet, hot dog, two eggs, two egg whites. Sorry, two sunny side up eggs. And so voila.
So one of the ways to relax is to prepare myself a cup of tea. So we heated some water and then prepared some honey and then get some herbs from Russia. So it was summertime when I went to Siberia and I bought these bunches of tea leaves. They are mostly dried fruits, dried berries, and I think it's the best way to relax myself after a very stressful week. So what a week, huh? So there's that construction and that online meeting, going back to the office, and then the typhoon. I really want to get over this stressful week, and the best way is just to simply forget all of the things that happened and then try to have new memories once again. Sometimes, no matter how much we work hard to achieve the life we dream about, there will always be outside factors beyond our control. And blaming others or blaming yourself is not worth your time. My advice is to get out of these situations as soon as possible and create a safe bubble where you can thrive. And if you can't escape it, just go through it. Be patient, have courage, and be strong. These bad situations are not going to last forever, so let us do our best. These tea leaves have gone through a hell of a journey, yet in the end they will put into hot water and will get pressed. And what comes out of them? The relaxing aroma, leaving you with all the good vibes. Thank you so much for reaching the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed my sentiments throughout the week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and a share. See you again next time. Goodbye.